pad my knees for when we get onto the knees, which we won't be doing right away. We're gonna start pretty differently this morning. We're actually gonna start standing. So we often start sitting or on our backs, and we take a lot of time to warm up and arrive, but we're gonna start a little more actively. So root down through the feet. Let the shoulders fall away from the ears. Spread the fingers open and allow the eyes to close. Notice equal weight in the feet. Spreading the toes. Pressing down through the ball mound, the pinky toe corner, and the heel. Maybe take a couple cleansing breaths here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, let it go. We'll start to add in the arms. Inhale, reach. Fingertips touch. Exhale the hands down to heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, let it go. 2 more like that. Inhale, reach. Big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Last one. Inhale, reach. Exhale, side out. Bring the hands into heart. Press the hands together. Press the individual pads of the fingers together. Root down into the feet. Notice this position of stability and power. Relax that space between the eyebrows. Melt the shoulders. Arrive in this space, ready to move and breathe. Knowing that at the end of this just half an hour together, how much more alive and awake and ready to tackle our day we will be. So inhale, reach. This time exhale, fold. Hinge at the hips. We'll find a forward fold and hold it for a little bit more time. So feet hip distance apart. Find a little bend in the knees. Head and neck is heavy. Maybe you find a little sway. So we'll go through the parts of our sun salutation, then we'll take several rounds of our sun salutation. Inhale, halfway lift. So we're pressing the hands into the shins or maybe into the thighs, and we're straightening out the spine nice and long in the neck. Then exhale, fold. Root down through the feet, rise up through the arms, take it overhead, fingertips touch. Exhale the hands to heart. So we'll add that together. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Plant the mat, step it back. So find plank or go straight to the knees, your choice. If you find plank, maybe hold for a round of breath. We'll all drop to the knees. Untuck the toes. Pull the chest through, slowly lower to the ground. Peel it back. Baby cobra. So there's no weight in the hands. Toes are pressing down into the mat. Take it back. We'll find child's 5 rounds of breath. Knees come wide, hips come to the heels, and walk the fingertips forward. Next, inhale, walk the fingertips forward a little more actively, and then walk the hands over to the left, melt it back. When you're ready to walk it back through center, walk it over to the right, and again, maybe the top hand comes, find a little bit more stretch. Awesome, walk it back through center. Press up into your down dog, so you may want to come through table, fingers spread wide. Tuck the toes, press the hips high and back. Walk your dog out, so bend one knee and then the other, finding some movement. Warming up the backs of the legs. Find some stillness, press the hips high, maybe a little bend in the knees, press the chest towards the thighs, fingers are spread nice and wide. Head and neck are heavy. We'll flow through our sun salutations. Big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Step to the front to start. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Root down, rise up. Fingertips touch. Exhale the hand to heart. And we begin. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Plant the hand, step it back to plank. Either hold for a breath or take it to the knees, your choice. We'll all drop to the knees, untuck the toes, elbows graze the ribs, slowly lower down. Drop to the belly, plant the toes, rise it up. Find your cobra. Awesome. Take it back, find your child. We'll just stay 3 rounds of breath this time. Rise back up into your down dog. So you can skip these, skip one as needed if you need to take a breather. We're just trying to get the body nice and warmed up. Big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Halfway lift. Fold. Root down, rise up, take it overhead. Exhale the hands to heart. Inhale, reach. Continue to flow with your breath. Linking breath to movement is what vinyasa means. Plant the hand, step it back, find your plank. Hold or drop to the knees. We'll hold an extra round of breath. You can always skip the high to low if you'd like. Melt it down, find your cobra. Peel it back. Shoulders tucked in tight. Take it back, find your child. So we're taking child in between our rounds just to reset. Press that space between the eyebrows into the mat. One more round of breath here. Round up. We are going to come through a little version of that sun salutation, but add on. So I'm going to pad my blanket with my mat again, because for me, when we start to come down on the knee, I like to pad that. So since that's where we're going, we'll walk back out to our down dog. Maybe there's some more space here than there was before. Next, inhale, right leg lifts. Pull knee into chest, step it through. We'll come down to the back knee and tuck the back toes. So right foot forward. 5 rounds of breath with the hands down. So it's a nice warmth and movement into the legs, to the psoas and hip flexors. So option here to walk it back, find your half splits just like normal. Option to instead rise up first into your low lunge. And then use a little balance and core to straighten out the front leg, swing the arms back, fold over the front leg. So a couple of rounds here. Rise the arms up as you bend down, or you can just keep the hands grounded. And then slowly fold over, straighten out the front leg, ski the arms back. So it does take some balance, takes some breath and movement and stability. One more time through. Again, hands can stay grounded through all these movements if you prefer. Then back into the front knee, plant the hands. Option here for a little twist. Left hand stays down, right arm peels up. Stay here. Option to reach for those toes with the right hand. Find a nice big quad stretch. Just an option. Awesome. Come back to center. Swing the right knee back to meet the left. Shake it out side to side. Find your breath. We'll take that on the other side. So tuck the toes, lift the hips. Find some stability first. Left leg lifts. Pull the knee into the chest, step it through. Drop to the back knee and tuck the back toes. Find your low lunge. 5 rounds of breath here. Hands grounded, or if you had blocks, books, cans, something to rest the hands on, you certainly could. Try to peel the chest forward, dropping the front of the right hip down. So option to keep the hands grounded and walk through our half splits low lunge, or rise the arms up, bend into that front knee for our low lunge, and then start to flow the hips back, peel the left toes back towards the face, swim the arms back. We'll take 5 full rounds with your breath. Exhaling as we fold, inhaling as we bend back into the front knee and rise. Slow and steady with your breath. Last one, at least for me, maybe on a different count. Bend back into the front knee. Plant the hands. We'll find our twist, so right hand stays down, left arm lifts and reaches. Stay here or grab for those back toes. So make sure you're not on the kneecap. You're on that little fleshy part just above the knee. Working and opening so many things at once here. The shoulders, front of the right hip. Wherever you are, find your breath. Awesome. This time we'll step the right foot up to meet the left. Halfway lift, fold, root down, rise up. Hands come to heart. So reset. I know we're moving faster than normal. We're already almost halfway through class, and of course that includes the Shavasana time. So if you're here, stick with me. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Plant the hands. Same options as before. Step it back, hold your plank, or drop to the knees immediately, your choice. We'll all drop to the knees, untuck the toes, peel the chest forward, elbows graze the ribs. Baby cobra. Take it back, find child's. Take a little rest here, grab water. I'm drinking yerba mate, not water, but it's like delicious tea with a lot of caffeine. So a couple more rounds of breath wherever you are. So option if you're feeling fatigued, you can always stay in child's pose for the next few minutes. We'll meet you back. If you want to keep moving, we're going to do a similar sequence, but from standing. So press your way back to your down dog. Move the body a little. Find that center point and find some stability. Lift the right leg. Pull the knee into the chest, just like before, step it through. This time we're going to stay high. So just like before, you can drop to the knee. I'm going to stay high on the back leg. Find my stability here. Peel the thighs in towards center line and start to rise up. So all 10 toes are facing forward, crescent lunge. Awesome. So option here to dip the knee down. Find a few. You can add the arms on, squeeze it back, squeeze the triceps as you dip the knee, and then straighten the leg, rise the arms up. So exhale, swing the arms back, dip the knee, inhale, rise. 5 times, or stay in stability, your choice. Awesome, rise up this last time. We're gonna come into warrior three grounded. So take the weight into the right foot. Left toes are facing down. So if you had a block or a book or something you could reach for, or maybe even a shelf, maybe use that. Option to find balancing warrior three, come onto the right foot. Maybe you lift the arms up. 2 more rounds of breath. And then we'll bend a little more into the right knee, lift the leg, left leg, find a standing split. So you can open the hip. Be gentle, doesn't matter how high the leg gets. Drop the left foot to meet the right. Cross them at the ankles so the little toes come together. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Again, if there's something with some height you can reach for, find your breath. Inhale, rise. Uncross the ankles, bring the toes out, heels in. We'll find our yogi squat here. So, if yogi squat isn't comfortable, find a few things to stack and sit on to bring some of that pressure off the feet and the ankles. Or you can find a goddess squat, which would just be coming up higher, knees out, sitting back in a squat position. So if you are in Malasana yogi squat, use the elbows to press the knees away. Find your breath. Smile. Maybe close the eyes. Two more rounds of breath here. Awesome. Plant the hands, heel toe the feet back in. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step it back, find your plank. Option for high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana if that's in your practice. I prefer to take it from the knees, always and forever. Drop to the knees, pull the chest through, slowly shoot the elbows back, peel it back, baby cobra, take it back, find your child's pose. 3 rounds of breath here, and then we'll move through the other side. Awesome, rise up, find your down dog. Let's do a final push here. Left leg lifts, pull the knee into the chest, step it through. Awesome, so again, same option, you can come to the back knee, or if you want to stay high, find the stability in the feet. Pull the legs into center line, just like you're squeezing the thighs towards midline, rise up. Back leg is strong and straight, all 10 toes facing forward. Find your crescent lunge. And then option to either take these little knee dips or knee dip and swim the arms, squeeze the triceps. Inhale, rise. Exhale, squeeze. 3 more times. Find your breath, your movement. I'm going to do one more. I think I went over, but rise back up to crescent. Plant the hands. We'll find that grounded warrior 3. Lift the right toes. So the big toes facing down. Try to find an upside down T here in the body. In the plant up here. Option 2, find your balance warrior 3. 2 more rounds of breath. And slowly start to lift the right toes. You can open the hip. Find your standing split. 2 rounds of breath. Awesome. Bring the right foot to meet the left. Might be feeling it in the hips. Cross the ankles. So right foot over left. Find this IT band stretch. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Reach for something if you want some height here. One more round of breath. Slowly unwind. Find your yogi squat. So, we haven't worked any arm balances in class really up to this point, but if you would like to try for crow, or it's already in your practice, we're nice and warm. I would put a blanket or a pillow in front of you if you've never tried before. My best tip is to elevate the toes. So feel free, if you don't want to work into crow, stay right here in your yogi squat, or just find a comfortable seat. Yogi squat's a nice place to be if it feels okay. If you do want to work into crow, I haven't done it in a while, so no guarantees I even get into it. Bring the toes onto a block, or if you had a nice tall stack of books or just a couple books. So put that behind the feet. We're gonna walk the toes up onto the block. So this helps get the knees higher on the backs of the arms, which helps us find some stability. Fingertips spread really wide. Come high on the toes and start to rock forward until you can find that point of balance where you start to bring the hips high, knees are pressing in to the triceps. Maybe you lift one toe, maybe you lift both. Even if you just get a second of height. So spend another few rounds of breath working with this if you'd like. We'll eventually work back into our yogi squat. So if we do work arm balances in the studio, it's so nice to see people get it. There's a lot of glee when the first time you get one. So if that happened for anybody, tell me in the comments. I'll try to live vicariously. Walk the hands and the feet back in. Take a little round of breath and forward fold. Find a little sway. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root down, rise up, take it overhead. Exhale, fold. Step it back. We're gonna meet on the belly. That wasn't a graceful way to get down, but you can go more gracefully. And then stack the palms, windshield wiper the feet. Option here for full locust shalabhasana pose. Reach the hands back, zip the legs together. Turn on the front body. Option to reach for the ankles, find bow pose. Doesn't work in my knees, but you're welcome to go there. You can do so safely. Awesome. Release. Roll over onto your back. Told you this is going to be a short and quick one. So come to the back, rock a little side to side. We'll find our hip opener. Right ankle over left. Let the right knee fall out. Stay here if you're already getting sensation. Otherwise, reach around, grab for the back of the left thigh. Start to slow the breath down. Maybe the heart's pumping. It's nice blood flow going. Whether you use a nice quick energetic practice to wake up in the morning or to re-energize in the afternoon for that last final push, it can feel even sweeter when we come to our closing portion of the class in Shavasana. A few more rounds of breath here. Slowly release. Bicycle the legs out and switch. Right sole to foot on the earth, left ankle above the right knee. Stay here or reach around, grab for the back of the right thigh or the front of the right shin. Check in with how the breath is landing in the body. Slowly start to unwind. Take the knees wide. We'll do a couple little circles, swimming the knees on the ceiling. And then push them away and circle the other way. Awesome. We'll reach for happy baby. So take the knees wide, draw them up towards the armpits. Extend the soles of the feet to the ceiling and reach. Maybe you catch the outside blades of the feet or the ankles or maybe the backs of the legs. Wherever you can make contact, find some resistance. Melt the shoulders into the mat. Two more rounds of breath. Awesome. Bring the knees together. We're going to cross the right knee over the left. So we're wrapping the right thigh over the left. And then reach the legs wide, grabbing for the feet. So we're getting into the right hip a little deeper. Cow space pose. We did this a few weeks ago. Awesome. Slowly release and switch. So stack the left knee over the right. Feet shoot away from each other and reach for the feet. So you're actually grabbing the left foot with the right hand, but that's just what happens naturally when you stack the knees. So don't overthink it. Find your breath. Slowly release. Pull the knees into the chest. Round into a nice little ball. And then exhale, let it go. Take your Shavasana, your final resting pose. Just be here for a few moments before we come together to close class. Allow the shoulders to melt. Allow the hands to fall open. Release any hold on the belly or the breath. Let the practice and the movement settle. Take rest. Slowly wiggling fingers and toes. Reaching the arms overhead. Point the toes long. Reach and stretch. And then grab to the backs of the knees and start to rock up and down, eventually coming into a comfortable seat. We'll all meet back together. Settling in, finding a nice tall spine. Close the eyes and check in with how the practice and the breath feels in the body. Maybe the muscles and the cells feel more alive more invigorated, ready to take on whatever the day has in store. Just take the arms overhead and reach as we inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. Connect the knuckles of the thumbs to the sternum, symbolizing the connection of our body to our breath, our prana, our life force. Taking a moment to find gratitude for this time that you carved out for yourself to do something nice for your body. Gratitude for all the amazing things that your body can do. Just being able to get on the mat and standing back up is an accomplishment. Doesn't matter what happens in between. Just merely the act of being able to get up and off the floor is more than many people have. So whatever else did or did not happen in your practice, let it go. Thank your body for what it could do at this time. Remind yourself that you are enough just as you are right now. You have always been enough. You will always be enough. No changes needed, no apologies necessary. I hope that you take this gratitude and this feeling of being enough with you through the rest of your day and your week. Your mat is always here when you need it. Your breath is always with you. It's truly my honor to guide you through your practice. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste. Namaste, yogis. Thank you so much for joining.